miss him at the front of the class, you can't find him nowhere. Come on over to the dean's office, he'll be working right there. He'll be working right there. Yes, he'll be working right there. Come on over to the dean's office, he'll be working right there. And if you miss him at the dean's office, you can't find him nowhere. Come on over to the golf course, he'll be playing right there. He'll be playing right there. He'll be playing right there. Come on over to the golf course, he'll be playing right there.
I met him, we had sat down and had a very, very long chat, and I went home that night and told my wife, what a nice guy.
In a nutshell, I guess he's a warm, fair, and professional dean who really encourages teachers, and he didn't forget what it was like to be a teacher when he became an administrator, which is ideal for us and really great. He's also the best hugger at John Abbott College.
On the other side, I didn't understand that Erich was a big hugger. And I must admit, I've had the juices, had him squeeze the juices out of me a few times in my career. So I won't miss that part, but we're certainly going to miss him.
Probably what a lot of people don't know about Erich is that he's a dollar store aficionado. And I found this out at the Christmas party because he has started a little tradition of buying all of his helpers in the dean's area a little appropriate gift from the dollar store to celebrate the Christmas season. So mine was a little plastic recorder, and he said it was so that I could play music with my husband, who plays harmonica.
So this is a story that I know Erich has told quite often, and but as I was there as a direct participant and observer, I'd like to offer it to you on the occasion of his retirement. We were at the ACCC conference in St. John's, Newfoundland in 2001, and I was presenting a conference workshop with the late Burt Young. And we were staying in the home of Kelly Russell, who was a famous, venerable Newfoundland musician. And we were sitting in the living room, enjoying some conviviality. And Burt Young says to Erich, "Hey Erich, come out to the car. I've got a great song I want you to listen to on the tape." And so he goes out, and Erich goes out to the car. They walk out to the, there's a bunch of cars parked diagonally along the street there next to the B&B where we were staying. And they get into the car, and they start looking for the tape, and they're fumbling through the console in the middle of the car. They're looking on the floor and here and there and everywhere. And I say, "Geez, it was just right here, just a little while ago. I don't understand." And they see somebody approaching the car, one of the local Newfoundland residents. He comes up to the car and kind of knocks on the window sheepishly and says, "This is my car. What are you guys doing in my car?" And so Erich and Burt are like looking around a bit guiltily, and they say, "Oh my gosh, I guess you're right." And so they get out of the car and they look 3 cars over, and there's the rental car which has the exact same appearance as that one. And so then they got into that car and listened to the tape, and all was well. But that is indeed one of my favorite stories of both Burt and Erich. All of the prophets, whether it's Nostradamus, Bob Dylan, or whoever, their words, pronouncements, song lyrics, and things like that can be interpreted in a number of different ways. So when I was asked to sing a song in honor of Erich's retirement, this one immediately came to mind.
I've seen better times, but who has not? Silver Stories about my time together with Erich, I have a million. Funny ones. But Erich is an athlete. Not sure if you're aware. He hides it well. Erich hides his athleticism very, very well. But he is an athlete. Played hockey one time, played some ball hockey one time, and I made the mistake of, hitting Erich in an inappropriate place. And I paid the price for that. I paid a physical price for me having my stick in the wrong area of his aura.
Well, the only thing I think about a lot of times, I remember, I don't know if he still does it, but when I was with the football team, he was doing the stats for football, but I figured if he wasn't doing it, we probably would have won more games. And he always picks the teams that he thinks are going to win, but as you can see around here, I think I picked the better teams.
I guess the one story would be the golf game that we played together up at Canada Village, and Erich's been known to embellish his score a bit, and he tells the story about the time I kicked the ball out of the woods and didn't count the stroke, but in reality that was him, and to keep up that lie, he kept it up many years after about foot wedging, but to be honest, it was all Erich.
The only story I have about Erich, who is the big boss here, is that when I first came to Abbott, he was very friendly and open. And then he showed up at my curling club, and I'm looking forward to curling with him.
We spent a lot of time over the years going to see old rock concerts. So anytime an old group came to town from the 70s, we'd always take the time to go see them. So James Taylor, all kinds of people we've seen together, and those are going to be lasting memories for me, for sure.
We are in the basement of the building where we have the TV and radio studio. And the classroom just behind us used to be the animation classroom with theater, shared with theater. And he asked me to make a small project, which I did. And that very summer, he found the resources and the money to transform and renovate this space.
I would have to say that one of the funniest times I had with Erich was going to a meeting off campus, which was held at Centennial College, which is downtown. It's a small college. It looks almost like a high school. I think part of it is a high school. And I was quite nervous because I had just started going to these meetings with all the other academic deans at colleges. And I left the meeting room. We both left the meeting room to go to the washroom, and I ended up in the same washroom because I went in the wrong door. So he likes to tease me about that one. That was probably one of our funniest moments.
And honestly, one of my favorite memories was when I was we were organizing AFCS, and I wanted some opinions about the future of the committee and of the actual event. And I just barged into Erich's office, and he's like, "Yeah, please just sit down and let me know what's on your mind because I want to help you guys." And that was really, it characterized Erich's persona and him wanting to help the students.
Yeah, I interviewed him for a radio production assignment that was going to be produced for McGill's radio station, and he was super knowledgeable about the topic. We talked about Indigenous students in education and how the school could support them, how the student union executive could support them as well. And I realized what a passionate, what's the word I'm looking for? What a passionate and animated person that he was, and how he had really put the majority of his career as academic dean into working for these students.
All right.
I just want to say that I had so much fun working with you, Erich, on the animations that we did for the e-cards. So we had animations with you and Jeanette and with John and you, and they were very funny. And what I especially liked about them is that you didn't mind coming up with all kinds of crazy jokes and saying whatever lines we had for you. So you made it a lot of fun for me and a lot of fun for my students.
Well,
Erich, when he started playing broomball, was a lot younger and was a very effective broomball player, scoring goals and running up and down the ice. But in his later years, he became a bit of a fixture on the blue line, meaning he never got very far from the blue line as he played defense. But we had a lot of fun playing broomball with Erich for many years.
I guess that the tavern after was also part of the fun.
That's true. That's true. Although we won't admit it.
Him and his wife, they bike in the forest with their dogs, and I would meet them when I was walking, and that was kind of cool. So no, he's a really nice man.
Do you have any good wishes for his retirement?
I wish him nothing but the best, and I hope me and him have the chance to spend some more time together playing golf and enjoying life outside of the college.
I'm a little envious that he's retiring before me. Personally, I think he's too young, too slender, too sexy to be retiring. So I'm not really sure what he's going to do with all that free time. Do I wish him well? Of course I wish him well. He's a wonderful guy.
I just wish him all the best. I mean, he's an amazing guy. He's a good friend. He loves the students like I love the students. I've been here 20 years, and you got to remember it's the students first. And I just think it's going to be missed. I could start crying right now, but he's a great guy. Just, always number one. Just remember, Erich, you're number one to me. That's it.
Yeah, Erich, I wish you all the best. It was amazing working with you, and I really appreciate what you did for the students. And I hope to see you around.
Thank you for all your help, Erich, over all these years. And I wish you the best of all possible retirements. Thank you.
Just a really genuine thanks for his model and his commitment to students. It was always all about the students. That was his mantra. And how does it impact the students, and that they are the important ones here. And so he's always led by example. Yeah.
And I want to thank him for his commitment to John Abbott and teaching biology and his work in the administration. Every day I come to work, I come to this beautiful new building, and I know Erich was instrumental in us getting this new building, so it's been fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, Erich.
Yeah, thanks, Erich.
Look, Erich, all the best during your retirement. I hope that you're going to keep being productive and passionate and full of projects. And I wish you all the best, really all the best.
Erich, congratulations on your retirement and the end of an era, but the start of a whole new chapter in your life. I'm going to miss you in the hallways with that little caption we always say, and how you doing? And you would respond, how you doing? And we go off with a smile on our face, and it's like we made each other's day. So all the best, Erich, and live life to the fullest. Take care. Bye-bye.
The song that I'm going to sing is something that Erich, many years ago when he was saying goodbye and the college was saying goodbye to Jeanette Sheehy, he actually said the words to this poem, or read this poem. It's actually a Bob Dylan song. And so I figure if he thought it was important 3 or 4 years ago when he said goodbye to someone, I think it's important that he hears my version. I'm sure mine is better than his. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young.
What has it been like working for Erich? Well, I would have to say that working with Erich is a delight. For me personally, it's been life-changing in the sense that Erich goes out of his way to get the best out of whoever it is working with. He always makes time to hear my opinion, and I truly feel like he values it.
Erich creates an atmosphere that makes it easy to say what you think and to give your opinions and to be open. So he creates a trusting atmosphere, and he's fun to work with.
He encourages everyone to speak their mind. and prods them to have faith in what they have to say.
Sometimes he can be a pain in the ass, like I think, but other than that, I've been here 20 years and I think Eric's priority is the students, and it's been great.
Well, to be honest, he's a pain in the ass. That's all I could say. A real pain in the ass. But no, to be honest, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever worked with. Very thoughtful, always thinking of you, and it's been a pleasure working with him for over 25 years.
Erich is a very warm-hearted person. He's wonderful to work with. He's very insightful. Certainly one of the most jovial characters in the Abbott administration, and I really enjoyed working with him.
Forever young.
I guess I have to wish us both lots of good times and good travel, and good times with friends and with our puppy dog, and our life in the country is going to be really nice. He's very much looking forward to retirement.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails. Happy trails.